Hello everybody. Today, making another family favorite, and anybody that's ever had these, it's their favorite as well. I'm making lumpia from the Philippines. Now the most difficult thing about this is your mise en place, getting everything done. So you can see how fine you got to cut up these carrots. I have 3 carrots. These are going to go inside an egg roll. That's what lumpia is. It's a Filipino egg roll. So you want them to be very small. And the carrots are the worst. They take forever because you got to slice them and slice them and slice them. Then you're going to get green beans. And you're going to just cut off the ends, because that's basically all that's in this. Green beans, a big handful, 3 carrots, and they have to be fresh green beans obviously too, and 1 onion and garlic, and a pound of hamburger, and a pound of ground pork. Alright, green bean cut. I'm not going to make you watch me cut all this. I just wanted you to see how fine I have to cut up these 2 veggies. You want them all to cook. That's another reason why you got to cook them so slow. Let's get these ends out. What the hell was I thinking? Bam. It's not peas and carrots, but green beans and carrots. So once I finish up chopping all this stuff up, I will be right back and I'll show you what else I'm doing. Alright. Now, you can see that I smashed and I cut up about 4 cloves of garlic. And now I'm just dicing up a whole onion. A good sized onion is what you want. And when we cook it, I'll show you that technique, but we're going to smash it into smithereens while it's cooking. Also, over here, my meat, a pound of very lean ground beef and very lean ground pork. So, that's what's going on right now in the process. Be back in a few. Alright, really working the meat over here because you want it to be very fine crumbles. You're not going to get a chance to crumble it up again. And you can see I use very lean meat because there's very little fat that has been rendered off. I'm still going to drain it because I need this pan to saute my veggies. Alright, I got my meat draining off. I got just about a tablespoon of just vegetable oil. Now comes the fun part. You smash it. Stir it. Give it a smash. Just a wee little pinch of salt. I mean a wee one. To help get the onions going. So this takes just a little bit of time, probably about 5 minutes. And all you're doing is constantly smashing and stirring until it gets translucent and smashed. I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, I've been working these guys over forever, feels like, probably 10 minutes. And you have to keep constantly moving and smashing. And the reason is you don't want them to brown, and you definitely don't want to burn your garlic. And if you let it sit, it's exactly what will happen. So now, that's pretty good. I'm going to add my veg. My carrots and green beans. And we're going to get these guys started. We're going to cook these for a few minutes before I put the meat in. just to get them started. You will see chunks of green bean and carrot in your with the meat in your egg roll, but you won't see any onion. I mean, check it out. It's almost invisible. I'll turn this up a little bit. And we're just going to cook this until these two new veggies are soft. That's all. But we're going to add the meat real quick too. Because we still need to add some seasoning to this. What kind? Very simple. 1 tablespoon of salt. It may seem like a bunch, but it's really not. Tablespoon of pepper. I mean, it's a lot of meat and a lot of veggies that need some stuff. They need some help. And here's the secret. MSG. Don't skimp on the MSG. I know it has a bad name, but they don't call it accent flavor enhancer for nothing. It makes a world of difference. You can also see that I switched to a spoon, and that's only because it was easier to smash the onion with. Alright, this is going to cook for about another 10 minutes or so until my veggies are soft. You don't want to bite into a lumpia and eat an egg and get a big old honking raw carrot. You know what else I'm going to add to this? I'm going to add for flavor just a little heat. A little crushed red pepper. And I'm only doing a little bit. That way, when you get one, you'll be like, ooh, there's a little flavor, a little spice. But it won't be like burn your face off hot. Alright, I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. I'm going to put the lid on this and let these veggies steam and all the flavors meld together. Bam!
All
See you in a
right.
bit. So, here's how to wrap lumpia. I get egg roll wrappers. You can also get lumpia wrappers. And they're just, these are a little stronger. The other ones are more paper wafery. I like these better. So what you do is, you take a couple spoonfuls of your meat mixture, which is nicely cooled. I have it in the shape of a diamond. I'm going to bring that over, bring it back, then tuck in the sides. And then I'm going to roll it just as tight as I possibly can. And then at the end, this right here is just egg yolk. I'm going to do that. Bam. One down, a lot to go. Let me show you one more. Separate these bad boys. Come here. They're not always the easiest things to get apart. Oh, that's because maybe it's just one. Oh, wow. Bam. And bam. Now, in the Philippines, just like with Spanish rice with Spanish cooking people, there's probably as many different recipes for lumpia as there is Filipinos. This was taught to me by a Filipino, and it is the recipe she grew up on. So I trust her to say that this is authentic. And another good thing is too, I'm gonna freeze almost every one of these. I freeze them in packs of 4. I'll show you how I do that too. And the reason for that is we can use them whenever we want, because it's not hard to do, but it is time consuming. So I make a big batch and then I freeze them, and we have them for as long as, until we eat them all. And that really helps. And then I freeze them in this way too. I don't fry them first because they'll get gross. Fried food's only good at the time that you fry it. If you try to do it frozen, it'll just get mushy and nasty, and who the hell wants to eat that? It's gross. So I freeze them in this state that they're in now with the raw shell. Everything inside of it's cooked. Then I just take it out and let it thaw, and then I toss them in some hot oil, and they are awesome. My whole family loves this recipe. Anyway, I'll see you when I'm done. All right, time to wrap. Here's what you do. Take your lumpia and you wrap it over. Roll it over once. It's important that your lumpia does not touch. So don't even think about putting it in a baggie altogether. I like to do 3. Bam. Plus, when you double wrap like this, it protects them from freezer burn. Then you put them in a freezer bag. What? Yep. Freezer bag. Bam. That's what I do. Just make sure it's super important they don't touch, because when you try to defrost them, they'll pull apart, rip the shell, the egg wrappers, and all that good stuff. It's just nasty. One more thing why I like lumpia so much is, unlike egg rolls, there's no cabbage. Nothing against egg rolls or cabbage. They're good. But these are very, very meaty, but they have good veg in them too. And then you can just eat this with some rice, and you got yourself a nice little Filipino dinner. Bam! You can also make mini versions of this using wonton wrappers, which I'm gonna try. Wish me luck. It's just a little bit of a pain in the neck, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway and see what I can do. And of course, you know, all these little nicely wrapped bundles of 3. I have 4 left. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save out one of them, just to show you what it looks like when they're cooked. Oh, problem solved. Look at me solving problems. Anyway, I will see you when it's cooking time. All right. Here is one of my little poppers that I made out of a wonton wrapper. Just browning it up. Here is an egg roll. So, let me just slam this baby down. You want it to immediately start frying as soon as it hits the oil. If it doesn't, your oil is not hot enough, and it's going to soak up all that. And it's going to be a greasy, nasty mess. Otherwise, it just crisps up the eggshell wrapper, and boom, you got some goodness. And it does cook pretty quick. You can see it's already starting to brown a little bit. I like them to get brown. Like I said, everything inside is already cooked, so it's not a big deal. But once I get these out of the oil, because I want to get my camera away, I'm going to show you the finished product. All right, he's going to be my official taste tester. Into the sweet and sour sauce it goes.
Smells delicious. Sauce is good.
Now show us that inside of it, what it looks like. Show us the inside. How is it? All right. Lumpia. Dun, 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 dun.
You should eat this and make it. It's good.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe to his channel now.
Please hit the red subscribe button. Thank you.
Thank you.